Normally the Texas heat and humidity mean the roof stays closed, but not today as the sun is out here at NRG Stadium in Houston. But today, two AFC teams set to do battle. It should be a good one, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Houston Texans. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
And we are underway from Reliance Stadium in Houston. And no alley to be found. The coverage is solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And a tough taste in his mouth with 4 interceptions against the Patriots in the divisional round loss last season. But this team, it's ready to make a run, and he's ready to lead them.
Stroud sets up the play action. Throw left side complete. That's Brooks. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing now is Stroud. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receiver will get involved as this game goes on.
11 more on that one and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 4. They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action. Stroud now. They'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 27-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
And no one happier C.J. Stroud was drafted than Nico Collins, because he's had over 1,000 yards each season since Stroud came to town. What a great relationship those two have. Almost symbiotic in what they get done.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Stroud. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Montgomery, a 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead. That time, a 9-play drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Buffalo offense set to take the field, and they always like their chances when Josh Allen is the one taking the snaps.
Easily one of the top quarterbacks, one of the top players in the NFL. Finished in the top 5 in MVP voting for the 4th straight season to let you know exactly how great he is. One of the best in the league, just needs one more thing, a Super Bowl appearance and hopefully hoisting a trophy.
Motion man is Shakir. Here's Allen to throw it. Has his man, it's Shakir. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Made the quick throw there outside the numbers, and you can feel the thought process. They just wanted to get in his hands and let him make a play. But how about the job they did defensively to keep him bottled up? Instead, they tackle him for a loss.
Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Throwing now is Allen. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Out come the Texans as you get a look at offensive coordinator Nick Caley. He is as intense and as focused as you'll find in this business, and all eyes, including his, are on what is to come in this next possession. Stroud out of the gun here. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
Maybe just a lack of concentration there as he couldn't haul it in.
And when you're going across the middle like that, you know, he's running that drag route, you are conscious of all the bodies and the traffic in there. But let's face it, if you're going there, you might as well come down with the football and absorb whatever else happens after that.
A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And only able to get two here. Stopped at the 30.
And that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
3rd and 8. Now Stroud. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time on the catch and run. 35 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Now the former USC man, Woody Martz. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive linemen said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Nico Collins who finished it off with a touchdown reception. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking on the out route, he finds Shakir. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together.
Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. Quick slant to Shakir. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Texans 12-yard line.
Second down and 3. Allen going to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
3rd and long.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Moore, the man in motion. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Tyler Bass.
So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Texans
See David Montgomery heading back out to begin the drive. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. And Stroud now to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So halftime straight ahead. It is time to join our good friend Scott Hanson. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hanson with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our scores. We are back underway on EA Sports. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They run the counter with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. From the 35, here's 2nd down and 8. To the air, Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Here's Allen. Shakir hauls it in. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9.
They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Cook up the gut. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the third quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Davis running left. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Allen. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least if they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And pass complete to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
It's a gain of 6.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So they'll get the yardage on the run and get 15 more for good measure.
Yeah, that wasn't too difficult to spot. You heard the sideline erupting, and the flags came out almost immediately.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. That's caught. Kincaid for the Bills, touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
So now Allen and the Bills going to stay out and go for 2.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So they try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Bills 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. But I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 6. Play action. Here's Stroud. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Houston. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Throwing now is Stroud. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
And the passing game's been struggling a bit today, and that was the latest example. Haven't been getting much yardage out of it, and now on his back after the last play, he faces 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw over the middle is taken in by Dell. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. In motion goes the tight end. To throw, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Allen now looks to throw. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle is going to leave him about a yard or so short. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
Here's Noel. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And the Texans will take over. Houston's offense taking over again. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Now a 2nd and 2. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
38-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5. And they'll go play action here with Stroud. Open man is Collins. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
1st down and goal to go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Montgomery on the counter. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.